Breaking news coming in. First image of the BMW crash accused on your screens. The woman who mowed down the finance ministry official yesterday in that tragic BMW crash is on your screens. That's the image of the woman who is behind that horrific BMW crash, which has taken one life, and the wife is also struggling right now and is critical in the hospital. That's the image of the first image of the BMW crash accused, Gaganpreet. That's the image, viewers. She's the one responsible and behind that really rash driving, which led to the death of a finance ministry official who was then taken 18 kilometers away from the site of the accident for his first medical treatment. And many say that hospital is also linked to Gaganpreet and has some connection with Gaganpreet or her family. That's being alleged, and that could be the reason why they took the victim 18 kilometers away. And the woman who's responsible for that crash, for the loss of life, for one person losing his life, that finance ministry official, is on your screens right now, Gaganpreet. The accused who mowed down the finance ministry official yesterday is what you see right now on your screens. That's the image of Gaganpreet, the woman responsible for the untimely death of the finance ministry official. That's the update coming in right now. And as you can see, this is the woman responsible for the death of the finance ministry official. And now questions need to be asked. And will the law now ensure that there is speedy justice? Not just justice, but speedy justice. And the reason why we are asking this is because there have been questions about possible tampering of evidence done by Gaganpreet Kaur. That's the allegation that has been made. Now, what has happened? What happened was yesterday, her BMW crashed into a bike which claimed the life of a senior government official, Navjot Singh. Mr. Singh was working with the finance ministry. He was riding a bike and he was sitting with his wife, who also suffered injuries. Now, the charges that have been leveled against her include culpable homicide, destruction of evidence, and rash driving. She is the person responsible for the death of Navjot Singh. And now remains to be seen, as I said, how soon will speedy justice happen. The BMW collision that took place yesterday. All right, those are live visuals coming in of the accused being taken into custody. Gaganpreet being taken into custody. Now, FIR, remember, has been registered by Delhi police in the collision where her BMW, Gaganpreet's BMW, hit a motorcycle, which caused the death of Navjot Singh and his wife, who was injured. On your screens are those images coming in. First on NDTV, viewers, that's the BMW crash accused. Navjot Singh, he was riding the bike. He died yesterday, and along with him was his wife, who was the pillion rider. She suffered injuries as well. Now, this was a BMW car that hit. She was riding and driving the BMW car near Tholakwa in Delhi, and her car, Gaganpreet Kaur's car, hit Navjot Singh and his wife, who were on a scooter. You can see those visuals which just came in. And first on NDTV, which was Gaganpreet Kaur being taken into custody by the Delhi police. Now, Navjot Singh was a 56-year-old finance ministry official. He fell under an oncoming bus after the collision, and which is why he lost his life. Sandeep Kaur, his wife, has also been undergoing treatment after the accident. On your screen are those, if you're tuning in right now, viewers, those are first images of Gaganpreet Kaur being taken into custody, and that's coming first on NDTV. This is regarding the Delhi BMW case where Gaganpreet Kaur was driving a BMW which hit a bike which was being ridden by Navjot Singh, who lost his life, and his wife Sandeep Kaur. Let's get in Shreya Kosh for more on this. Shreya, we are putting out those visuals, those images on our screens right now. Fill us in with what's the very latest that's happening right now in the case.
Well, of course, Gaganpreet Kaur, right now she has been arrested by Delhi police for rash driving and negligent driving, causing death. Her husband, as well as two of her children, have been admitted to New Life Hospital in GTB Nagar. We understand this is a deadly case of privilege on our roads, and the most infuriating part is why were the victims, Sandeep and Navjot, carried to the hospital in GTB Nagar, which is almost 17 kilometers away from the spot where the accident happened. You're seeing the visual of the accused Gaganpreet Kaur, who was driving the BMW car at a terrifyingly high speed. That is what the eyewitnesses have described. She was driving the BMW over 100 km/h speed, and then she, of course, the car slammed into the central divider and then flipped sideways, and then it slammed into the motorcycle carrying Navjot and Sandeep. Of course, Mr. Navjot Singh, who is a senior finance ministry official, he has lost his life, and his wife is fighting to survive at this point in time. She has sustained severe injuries in her limbs as well as in her head, and we saw the visual of their son, who is overwhelmed with grief. The son is questioning that why wasn't his parents taken to a nearby hospital? Why was it that their parents were taken to almost 70 to 22 kilometers away from the spot in GTB Nagar hospital? That too, the police sources tell us, was done because Gaganpreet, the accused, happened to be an acquaintance of the owner of that very hospital, and that is why the occupants of the BMW, Gaganpreet Kaur and her husband, decided to take those victims, load them in a van, and then drive them for a grueling 17 to 22 kilometers away. We understand that this happened yesterday afternoon at around 1 p.m. on the busy stretch between Delhi Cantonment metro station and Dholakwa, and we understand that there are there are several hospitals in that very stretch. There is Safdarjung Hospital, AIMS, which are in the vicinity of 5 to 6 kilometers, but the accused decided to make the victims go through almost 5 to 6 hours of this agonizing suffering. And of course, when the victim arrived at the hospital, he was declared dead, and the wife of Navjot Singh, Mrs. Sandeep Kaur, is now struggling to survive, and at this point in time we know that the accused Gaganpreet, whose visual you are seeing on screen, she has been taken to the Dholakwa police station for further questioning. The police, they are trying to investigate more into this matter. If there were other motives, was there a genuine, delay in taking the victims to the hospital, or was there a criminal cover-up? Because it is absolutely shocking that, after this kind of a deadly accident, the accused, the driver of the car, we understand that Gaganpreet, she's not the owner of the car. Her husband, who was sitting next to her while this incident happened, Parikshit Kakkar, he is the owner of the car, and in that very car they also had their children, two children, who were sitting in the back seat. In that kind of a situation, Gaganpreet, the accused, decided to drive at a speed over 100 km/h. The eyewitnesses described the situation that they saw how the BMW X5 white car, it came barreling down Ring Road, and then, it smashed into the central divider, and then flipped sideways, and then slammed into the motorcycle. It is absolutely heartbreaking that, this couple, senior couple, they were returning from, the Bangla Sahib Gurudwara. They were heading back home to Harinagar, and that is when they met with this nightmare of an accident.